A 1, a 2.
Skilly dilly doo. What's the skilly dilly doo from?
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 yeah, that's totally it. Well, no, what's funny? It's when I first got my cell phone. I had this little gray flip phone when I was in like 5th or 6th grade. That was my ringtone.
Really?
I held it up to. I looked
Oh,
at
TV.
no.
You have to have a TV, and then you just record the
Yo,
speaker.
it wasn't
Oh,
YouTube. Yeah,
no.
it was legit
Probably
the
the-
song.
yeah,
I think we
I'm sure that was
DVR'd.
terrible.
I think we DVR'd it on our Dish network at the time, and I just held up my phone.
That's what I do for all my ringtones. I hold them up to the speaker in the car, and then I just play it like
Oh
that.
my
And then I
gosh.
assign different ringtones to every single
I'm sure that
person.
sounded terrible.
Oh, it was
But it was
garbage.
great. They're good songs. I had that song on the Your Way to Beauty. I had that one on there. I had that one. You know it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Mine were definitely garbage. I had that song, and then I'm pretty sure that Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison was another one.
He's
I think I
freaking
remember
10.
that one,
He's
actually.
10 with Guns
The
N'
freaking
Roses as his
Every
ringtone.
Roses, yeah.
Ringtone is for his mom, or she calls him.
Everybody always paid for like the cool ones. Like I remember my grandma had a friend who she bought one where
She
it
just
said,
freaking just balls out on ringtones.
yeah, she had a bunch of them. She had one that said, "Hey, an a-hole is calling." Repeat, an a-hole is
Yeah.
calling. Then she had another one that was a Star Wars one. I think it was like Yoda saying like, "Answer the phone, you must," or something.
That's funny.
And I'm over here recording my TV.
Hey, they were free though.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I think I had at least 10 different songs, and I just switch them out.
Dude, you know what we should
Just
do?
keep
You know what we should
recording
do
them.
for a video is go through our. Let's see if we can find our old phones and go through all the nostalgic built-in ringtones.
Oh,
that they
good
have.
luck. I can't find one.
I've got 2. I've got my old. I don't think I've got a charger for my old gray flip phone.
I don't have my old phone. I got the Juke, I'm sure, but
Where's the juke?
it's back home.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Just
I'm
in
pretty
the-
sure it's in my closet
In the
somewhere.
closet, yeah.
see
I
that.
think that's the only one I
The
have.
good old juke.
Yeah, the only problem is I don't think I've got. I think my USB. Not USB-C. What's the one before that? Just USB
Yeah, USB Mini
Mini. Yeah.
or the
US
Micro.
The USB-V.
You have Mini, then Micro, then C.
Oh, the microchip.
I think it was micro.
Yeah, I forgot.
So Micro's like that flatter one. Mini is that
Trapezoid?
trapezoid. looking
Oh,
one.
okay, Mini. I think it might have been Mini then. My other 2 phones. I had a slide phone and I had a flip phone, like
Yeah.
the one that would fold in half and it had a keyboard. I should go look. I think I've got them upstairs in my box, but
See, the problem for me is like almost all my phones we either just like traded in or they're broken at this point. The only reason I have the Juke is because I purchased the Juke personally on eBay to use it. I'm like, Dad, if I buy this phone on eBay, can I use it? He's like, sure, I don't care.
you want to buy this popsicle stick
You want to
looking
buy this
thing?
crappy phone? You're gonna hate it. That's what he told me. He's like, you're gonna hate it, but sure.
Did you hate it?
I hated it. No. I mean, I liked it. It was fun, but like, it wasn't a good phone.
Did it have any redeeming factors?
It was cute and little.
Looked like a cheese stick.
Texting was a nightmare on that, but calling was fine. Like, it was completely fine to call.
How many years did you use it for?
Probably 1.5, maybe 2. And I bought it used as well. Like, surprised it worked as well as it did.
Dang.
It got to the point where like, it wouldn't stay closed super well. Like, it would stay closed just fine, but like you could see it kind of sticking out a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Like the buffer or whatever that thing is that stops it from flipping out was kind of getting dull,
Getting worn out.
worn down. Yeah.
Oof.
By the way, guys, welcome to the Radkatz podcast, Talking Rad, the
Yeah.
podcast.
Episode
the Radkatz.
episode 99. Squeeze them. Squeeze
Squeezing
them
the nines.
episodes. Squeeze the 9s.
We're here. Me and Skylar are anyway. I'm Cole. Zay was here a second ago. He had to take a call, but we'll be back in a second, I'm sure.
Yeah, right after these messages that we're going to continue to relay out of our mouth to you.
Yeah, the messages of things like buy the merch. Christmas merch is on sale right now.
Yeah, and you've only got less than a month to pick it up. January 7th, it will be off the market forever. You will never be able to buy these specific designs ever again.
Ever again.
So go buy yourself a long sleeve shirt or go buy yourself a nice Christmas mug that you can put hot chocolate or whatever the freak you want in it.
The mug looks cool. I'm probably going to get the mug for sure. I don't know about the shirt. Well, I got to, you know. I got to get it both, but like I definitely am more excited about the mug, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's coming from a dude that owns a Gengar mug.
I like mugs.
Oh,
They're
I
kinda
think mugs are
fun, yeah.
phenomenal. We've got a
My
Spider-Man
Gengar
one.
mug is the best mug you can ever buy, I think, though.
Spider-Man one over there or the Venom?
Somewhere.
Oh no, it's right.
It's over there on
here
the
on
left.
side, yeah.
You guys can't see it. Sorry.
Mugs are really cool. I would love to get to the point one day where we can make a Gengar-esque mug, but it's a rad cat. It's like an actual cat face. That would be sick.
Yeah, I could see it.
I don't know how.
I don't know if I'd
make
like it.
Oh, you'll like it, Cole.
I don't
It'll
think
be
I'll
great.
like it.
What if we did our mugs on mugs? So it's like your
It's just a
chiseled
picture
face
of
with
our-
a beard.
No, not the chisel.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
picture. Just a picture. I'm not chiseling my face in an old mug.
What if somebody else did it for you?
People are gonna touch my face.
They're gonna kiss you. They're
They're gonna suck liquids out of my mouth.
They're gonna kiss your mug. They're gonna kiss the Cole mug.
They're gonna line it up where like the whole of the top of the mug is just the mouth. It's going like that, and it's like you're drinking out of my. Oh, that's disgusting.
What if that's how it was? So it's like, yeah, it's the mug is the hole is your mouth, and then you look inside and you can see your tongue at the
Yeah,
bottom.
you see like the teeth and the tongue and stuff. There'd be like a gap in the teeth for it to drizzle through. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it. We're gonna chisel Cole's mug into a mug, and so that people can have his mug
On
and
a mug.
on
Can
a
we
mug,
actually put actual fur on it too?
like for
So
your
when they're
beard.
drinking, they have to feel the fur on their lips.
So it's like
Yeah.
actually kissing you.
Yeah, you're gonna give them the
Ew.
full experience. If we're gonna go all out, I don't want to do this in the first place. But if we're gonna, they're gonna get the fur.
That's true. For me, they wouldn't get anything. I guess for the other three,
yeah.
I have nothing to
That's
offer.
gross.
By the way, I got drinks for us. So, sad story. I went to Walmart to get specific drinks, and they
you
were
bought
sold
4
out.
of them? Why?
I bought 3.
I'm just kidding.
They were sold out of the ones I wanted to get, so I guess we're gonna have to wait on those ones. I'll try again next time when it's my turn.
So these are just random ones you just found?
These were right next to where I would have found the ones that I wanted to buy.
And you're like, these will do.
I'm like, I've never seen these before. Let's drink them.
Oh, no.
He's
So-
drugging us, peeps.
So we might not even like these.
This
We
might
might
be
not like
this might be the
these.
last episode of the podcast, guys.
We
We
might
might
not like
die.
these.
Ever.
I'll pull them
Ever. Might be the last one ever.
Yeah. Speaking of last one, though, this is going to be the last one of the year, 99. So when we come back after the new year, it's going to be a new us, and it's going to be episode 100. Thayne will be back, and we will also have a new intro, so it'll be sick. Is the set going to change? Nope, probably not.
So
Two
what
of
I
the same
have
flavors?
here, I have 2 of the same flavors. There's only 2 different flavors, and I thought the watermelon probably would be better one, but I don't know if you guys like kiwi. So we got kiwi aloe,
What brand is this?
Sounds like you like
Ocean's Halo.
You like aloe though, don't you?
Yeah, that's kind of why I got it. It's got chunks in it.
You just eat it then, or drink
It's got water, and the other one is watermelon lime.
That sounds fun.
It's a kelp-based superfood drink. I have no idea what the F that means.
Oh no.
Is this going to, like, go right through me? Is this going to...
It says shake well.
I hope
I don't
this
know if
has
you
got,
guys
like,
are gonna like these.
good fibric
Here, can I see it?
offerings.
I'll take a watermelon one.
Do you want a watermelon, Sky?
Sure.
I'll take the kiwi. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Sobeys, just because
It's
of the
organic. With deep sea water, does that mean it's salty?
bottle. I don't know, dude. Make sure you shake it. Let's
Swim
shake
against the
well.
tide. Can I just read this really
Yeah,
quick?
dude, read it.
It's got kelp.
The delicious, refreshing drink contains deep sea water with naturally occurring electrolytes such as calcium, magnesium, and
I
potassium.
feel like this is gonna be
The
similar
ocean
to
is a
kombucha.
replenishable source for water,
We'll
and the
see.
deep sea water originates from the ocean's polar glaciers as a nutrient-dense water retaining its purity at approximately 600 meters below the surface. Extract from the ocean kelp. Perhaps the planet's most sustainable crop provides additional nutrients and minerals such as iodine.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, this is probably just BS, and they just went out in some backyard and sucked up some water.
It's got to be
cleaned it.
tasty because it's got sugar in it.
How much though?
11 grams. 10 of them are added.
No, there's 12 grams of sugar.
Well, yours is different than mine.
Oh, it's true.
Mine is 11.
Is that a lot? That's 12 like
That's not much.
little
I mean,
teaspoons.
it's a decent
12 grams
amount,
of sugar is not a lot at all.
but it's not
really?
like
Think about like a can of soda has like 60.
yeah, it'll be
60?
sweet, but it won't be like a
60
soda.
grams of sugar.
I'm expecting it to taste like a juice.
Should we dink? Should we touch?
Let's
I
dink.
feel like it's gonna be
dinks?
similar
Let's
to kombucha
dink
because
it.
it has
Dude, if it tastes like effing kombucha,
it has
I'm gonna be so
seawater, but then
mad.
it also has
gonna
kelp
smell it.
extract.
Smells alright. Maybe.
All right.
Down the hatch.
Mine legit tastes like nothing.
Mine's kind of got a weird kick to it.
It's got it's very light.
Yeah.
It's very light. It's not very flavorful.
Yeah,
at all.
mine is not like taste. It's like
Oh, the aftertaste. Did
Oh,
you feel that?
the aftertaste. Oh God.
Told you guys.
I'm tasting like a
It's gonna be-
cucumber. Tastes like a cucumber and sea salt.
Okay, because you read it.
Is that what it is?
No, because sea salt's in there.
Well, yeah, but I mean it's kelp.
Oh, it says
based.
desalted deep sea water.
Is kombucha kelp?
No.
I just figured because in the ingredients we got kombu, which is kelp.
Kombu.
Kombu.
I think
Yeah, that aftertaste is bad.
I wonder what it is though. Like because kombucha is just fermented like fruit.
Kombucha's rough. It is rough going down.
This is
Kombucha's
hard to
bad.
drink, but it doesn't have a lot of a taste.
No. That aftertaste is
Aftertaste
gonna
is
kill
not
me though,
good,
dude.
Yeah,
All right, let's see.
This
I don't
is-
like the aftertaste at all.
This is definitely one of those trendy drinks where mom's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be healthy for a little bit," and then she drinks one of these for a week, and then that's it.
I'm betting that ours taste almost exactly the same, but with a hint of watermelon, like how mine has a hint of kiwi.
I taste the lime. I do not taste the watermelon.
Really?
Yeah. The watermelon is like, I mean, let's be honest. Watermelon is basically just water, so that's probably why.
That's true. That's
Like
a,
even
that's
when
a
you
good point.
eat actual watermelon, like it doesn't take much to drown it out.
Mine has like chunks in it compared to yours.
Oh, let's listen to this. Okay, kombu is a variety of bull kelp. In Japan, kombu is often eaten as is, but is usually used as a base to create a stock. Much as in the West, we use chicken or beef to create stocks.
So it's like a healthy thing, or no? It's like their meat, right? Is that what that means?
No, like a chicken broth, like a soup.
Oh,
Like I think that's what it.
is that what stock means?
Well, isn't that like a stock? Isn't that what it is? Like
Yeah.
I thought it was like
I
a
think so,
chicken or
yeah.
a beef broth.
That's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
didn't
That's
know
what
it
it's
was
mean. I
broth.
thought it was what it meant.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I let it roll around on my tongue to get all
Edible-
the different buds, but I
It's
don't
an
know.
edible sea vegetable.
Yeah, I would never ever
It's cool.
willingly go out and buy this and drink this. But thank you for letting me know that I wouldn't do that, Cole.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm probably never gonna buy it ever again either. I just thought it'd be fun to try it out.
Well, I do enjoy this little segment thing we've been doing because I do enjoy drinking new things because, like, I don't try new things all that often. As far as like drinks go, I guess
It's
I
weird.
kind of stick to what I like.
What sucks is the one that I actually wanted to get that they were out of. I know actually tastes good because I've had them before. So it kind of sucks that I couldn't get the yummy one.
Aw.
I got this nasty flavored one.
I mean, it's probably healthy for us, and I think the aftertaste is kind of growing on me.
No, not me.
Instead of tasting nasty, I'm kind of getting like a Starburst aftertaste.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny. I kind of want to like taste yours a little bit. Can you pour some into this cup for me? This lid.
Here, you want to
Pour-
pour some yours into mine then?
Yeah.
This is dangerous.
You just want to put it right there so I don't have to shake it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Dude, yours is way different.
Okay, now I gotta give it a shot.
I like mine much better than yours.
Yeah, yours is way different. I feel like yours has a better aftertaste too.
I spilled all of my lid on that one. This guy's over there laughing at he's gonna spill so much.
Spilled it all over.
It tastes like candy.
Yeah, that one tastes way different than ours, Cole.
Yeah, mine's definitely better than yours. I'm sorry. Kind
Cole's
of
tastes
screwed
like
the
candy.
pooch on that one.
Cole's definitely tastes like candy. More so than this, and I think the aftertaste of this is starting to taste like candy. I think my tongue's over the saltiness, and it's like, all right, give me some sweet.
That's weird because I thought yours was gonna taste much better than mine when I first saw them. I'm like, that's why I got 2 watermelon because I'm like, oh, watermelon lime, that sounds amazing.
I think it's because kiwi's more potent, or more. Well, yeah, I think that's the right word.
Just a kelp-based superfood drink is what it's called.
Also, based on where I had found it in the store, I assumed it was gonna be like almost like a soda because the other things are basically like sodas.
So it was hidden.
Yeah, so like,
I legit just taste lime and salt.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was thinking kind of like Sobe esque, you know, where
Oh.
Sobeys are kind of sweet, very sweet, you know, almost like a Calypso.
First it's sweet, and then it's sweet.
and it's gone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then
And
it's
gone
gone.
inside your body.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not what I was expecting.
How much did these cost?
Oh, they weren't that expensive.
Like $2?
Yeah, maybe $2 each. I don't think they're even that much. Maybe $1.50. I don't think I was gonna spend over $3 a bottle, if that's what you're wondering. Like I was not gonna spend a lot of money. The ones I was gonna get, okay, these had to have been $2 because the one I was gonna get was only $1.50. I know that much.
I see.
I'm really disappointed that I couldn't get that one now, though.
Maybe next time.
Yep, you'll have to find out next time and see if that's what we get.
Speaking of next time gamers, well, it's not a next time. It already happened. But you guys should go watch the end of the year video that we did on our YouTube channel. It was really effing good. Cole did a really good job. And you guys did a really good job by submitting videos for us to put in there. We really appreciate it.
Or scripts.
Or scripts,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun.
scripts.
It was a fun video. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. I enjoyed it.
Hopefully you guys enjoy it too.
Check it out. It's great.
Yeah.
We're not selling this very well, are we?
It's about our favorite things of 2020 because 2020 was a real year. And everybody knows that.
It was a
Yeah.
year.
And if
It
you watched it, mine was about music. And I got to write a script about it.
Yeah, that was
They did it.
It was really
Yeah.
cool. Like
Yeah.
Zay, you did a good job. You should do more scripts.
It's all right.
I think you should do more scripts.
Yeah, you should do more scripts.
Kind of do what we're doing. I think that'd be fun. Well, I mean, you're kind of gonna.
That whole style
I'm
of
not gonna
video,
say
it
that.
just doesn't, I don't know. I just don't feel like I'd be very good at it. And I don't know.
Just
It's-
takes practice.
yeah.
you guys
it's
you
really
guys
just
do
takes
it well, but I
practice.
just don't know if I would feel, I don't know. I just don't know if I could, because when you guys do it, you guys are obviously excited. I just don't know if I'd be that excited about it.
Sometimes you fake it.
Yeah. I think the more you do it,
But I'd be doing it for the whole thing because I just don't know what I would do it about. I mean, I could do it about like games I like, but even then,
you
it's
could do
just
music.
like
Music's a good start. I mean, we were talking about Thayne and I were talking about branching out. Like, obviously, we've done other videos. Like, I did one on Power Rangers. I've done one on consoles. I did one on toys. So, I mean, you can do videos on whatever you wanted. There's no rules, but it would like do different sorts of media. Like, I've thought about this one. I want to do one on the history of the Rubiks Cube because I'm very fascinated by Rubiks Cubes. I think it'd be fun to do a video on the history of the Rubiks Cube.
Okay. I don't think that'd be very fun, but Ed, you're not me, so. I don't just sounding that. That does not sound very fun to look up the history of a Rubik's Cube, but.
Well, I looked up the history once before, and I think the guy that invented it didn't know how to solve it. So he made a toy that he did not even know how to solve, and he let other people figure it out for him. And eventually they did, obviously, because Rubik's Cubes now you can look up any algorithm for any of them.
Well, that's interesting, if that's true.
That's what I'm saying. The history of toys. Like, look into some
So
things.
it's interesting now that I heard about it, but beforehand.
But that would be the point of the video, though, is to like take something that people probably wouldn't think is interesting and make it interesting.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just silly because I like to look up history of things, like the history of medicine and like, I guess, not just medication, but medicine as a whole is nuts, dude. Like, you could go look up some really old doctors from the 1800s. Man, I think they sucked. Like, just lopping
'cause
off
they didn't
arms and
know.
legs was like a go-to. It's like, oh, I've got my leg, there's something on my leg, got it off. Got something on my arm, got them off, baby. That's what they did. They just
Yeah.
freaking chopped everything
or they
off.
It worked
or they used to
sometimes.
do freaking like lobotomies, but like with like picks and stuff. So they
Yeah.
just dig into your brain, you die.
Lobotomies, well, the thing is they would do lobotomies and they would destroy this frontal part of your brain because people would like, it was supposed to, it was like how to combat people that had
Cure
mental
you.
illness.
Yeah, like it, but they'd kill you. They destroy your skull.
Oh, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm
but-
saying. It's bad. It was not good.
That
They
was
didn't. They
their-
weren't trained. They didn't know what to do.
No, but that was like their remedy for it. Was like they would give lobotomies so they could keep people out of mental institutions, but I don't know.
I mean, it really
didn't
did
live
'cause it
there.
kill them.
Yeah, they
I mean,
killed. I'm sure.
I
they
mean, good
killed a lot
job.
of people.
Good job, guys.
Like, dude, there was a
Nice.
place that was doing like hundreds of lobotomies a day. Like they were so backed up. But what's nuts to me is there was more people. Like, I think I can't remember what the statistic is, but there was more people in mental institutions like 50 years ago than there are now by like triple or quadruple.
Which I don't know if this is not accurate. I don't think it's right. you would think just as time goes on, there's going to be more people with mental illness. I just feel like there's a lot that aren't in like houses and stuff.
That should be.
Yes, that
Yes,
should
no,
be.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say too. Is
Yeah.
like
I feel like there's a
you
lot.
think as the population increases, and we've increased significantly over the last 50 years, that people admitted to mental institutions would also increase.
No, there should definitely be a lot more if you were to think about it that way. Like logically, there should be more because the time just is gone on. But no,
That was a bad one.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know, it's weird. I agree. I think there's a lot of crazies out there that should be institutionalized or helped in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, the point is history of things is kind of cool to learn about, especially when it's something like a Rubik's Cube that you don't think you would even be that cool, and you learn about it and you're like, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, if that's legit true, what you said, how he didn't know how to solve it himself, that's an interesting little tidbit. That's something that you tell at a party because you're like trying to be interesting.
why you're doing the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, you're like you find his so this
So instead of
this
a
is the
guitar,
scenario.
instead of a guitar,
Yeah, this is the scenario. You're at this party and they have this like this shelving unit, and all the shelving unit you got books and all that stuff. But there's a Rubik's Cube there too, and it's not solved currently. So you pick it up, you kind of just start sitting down, start fumbling with it, and wait for people to walk up to you and start walking and sitting around
and then
you.
you do it hard.
And then that's when you
hard.
start going hard. But as you're going hard, you start saying, you know what's funny is that the inventor of the Rubik's Cube didn't actually know how to solve it himself. He got other people to solve it. Not Nicolas Cage accent, but like, but you tell them about that, and then you can take a girl home with you. You just pick one at that point, right?
That's
how that
how
works,
that's
right?
how that works. Yeah,
It's
it's that
basically
easy.
the equivalent of playing Wonderwall.
Yeah. Hey, play Wonderwall. This is a Rubik's Cube.
This is a
Yeah,
Rubik's
play
Cube.
Wonderwall. It's like, okay.
You're
I'll
my
try.
Rubik's Cube. Oh, goodness. Sky, you're looking it up.
Okay, I need to rephrase how I worded this.
It's Sir Thomas
When he
Rubik's Cube.
invented it in 1974, he wasn't sure it could ever be solved. Mathematicians later calculated that there are 40, good lord, hundreds, 100,000,
Just
million,
say
billion,
lots.
trillion,
You just say
zillion,
the word
gazillion.
lots.
I think it's gazillion. So 43 252 003 274 489 856 000 ways to arrange the squares, but just one of those combinations is correct. Good lord.
So, you're not completely wrong. He didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't think it could be done either.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's really cool. I don't know. I learned a little bit about the Rubik's Cube when I first got into Rubik's cubing.
You got into the cubing.
I became a cuber.
He's a
You
cuber.
became a cubert.
He's a cuber, guys.
Cube him.
Nice. Want to know what else is nice, gamers? Our little friend Thick's Thought, or our friend Thick, you doing Thick's Thoughts.
There you go.
By the way, guys, Thick also submitted something for the end of the year video.
yeah,
so
there
if
you
you want to
go.
support him, go watch it.
Go check out Thick's end of the year video with us on our channel.
Big thoughts this week. Have a Merry Christmas and all that shit. No glasses because they literally broke. I have no idea where they are. Yeah, thick thoughts.
Such a rush production.
He's not even enthusiastic.
So rushed.
He's
Come
just
on,
like, oh
Thick.
yeah, F, I gotta do this
But
week.
Zay, he didn't have the glasses. What do you think about that? You usually comment on his glasses.
It's just rushed. He's like hiding and he has a hood on. He's like,
I think he said
Guys,
he was
it's
on his
Thick's-
way to work.
he's like being quiet. Thick thoughts, guys. I gotta be
Maybe
quiet.
he's tired.
Someone's trying to kill me.
He's like, someone's in the backseat of my car right now.
Someone's trying to hurt me. This is Thick's thoughts.
Yeah, Thick Thoughts. Signing out. Thick Thoughts. Merry Christmas.
And by that, I don't think he likes the Christmas season. Sounds like
oh.
Merry
by
Christmas
his
and all
voice.
that shit.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Thick's probably that guy that works on Christmas Day. And he's like, "Friggin' dude." I don't
Honestly, just from the head up, knowing how big of a fan he is of Star Wars, he looks like a someone that has one of the hoods on, like a Jedi or something, just has a hood on. That's what he looks like. Like freaking like Leia. I know I thought I've seen her wear a white hood before. They have white
Yeah.
hoods in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she's got a white outfit.
Yeah.
That's what she's in like
but
that
you
for
think
the whole movie.
I'm not
Thick's
trying to
getting
say.
roasted.
I'm not trying to say you're Leia. I'm not saying that.
You're trying
at
to say
all.
you're hot, Thick.
Wait, I'm trying to say you're Leia's brother. I didn't even think about
Annie?
that. Yeah.
Annie Chan?
Yeah, Annie Chan. Yep.
That's his.
Whoa, hold on. Sorry. I
That's
was thinking of
dad.
Padme this entire time. and
Thanks,
you
buddy.
Said,
Leia.
I get it. I get it.
What
You get
the
it now?
freak?
I
You
effing
really
get it.
twisted up that
'Kay,
family
thanks,
tree. It was
Sky.
already messed up to begin with, Sky.
In my brain,
Yes,
when
Sky,
he
you're
said
in a freaking
when he said Leia,
incestuality.
I instantly thought of Padme wearing a white hood on Naboo somewhere, because she's the queen and all.
She didn't wear no white hoods on Naboo.
I don't know. I need to go back and rewatch. Yeah, I mean you're probably correct, but like instantly, the image that came to my mind was definitely Padme. Not.
Well,
Naboo.
she wears a white outfit in episode 2.
Oh yeah, she does, and she gets it clawed off too.
That's the only time she wore a white outfit.
Naboo.
Yep.
More like
Good job, Sky.
taboo.
Yeah.
Brother and sister stuff.
Oh gosh. That was a good shot, Thick.
Thanks,
I
Thick.
liked it.
Last one of the year.
Last one of the year, you did it, gamer. A whole year of them.
I'm gonna put all of.
That's not true.
It was not
He
close.
did half a year. He did
Half a year.
25 weeks.
Put in a
Yeah, he
good
hasn't missed
half
one.
year's work.
But I'm gonna combine them all into one like compilation and throw them up on maybe like a Wednesday video or something. Just a thick thoughts.
That's what the whole
compilation.
video is.
Yeah, it's just all of thick thoughts together. Cause why the thick knot? You know.
So, in interesting news about video games, because that's all we talk about, especially if I'm the
Almost,
host.
not always, but almost.
Oh yeah, that's why
always.
we're getting into the phallic stuff later on.
Oh no, that doesn't have its own dedicated
Speaking
section.
of phallic things, Cyberpunk 2077 apparently was taken down from PlayStation Store
Why?
because
'Cause it's so
not
bad.
done.
Oh,
They took it down, and Sony started offering refunds to people now.
that's nice of Sony. Is it just to PS4 owners?
Well, yeah.
Cool.
Microsoft doesn't want to back down.
Well, I mean, like, Sony's not going to do it for Microsoft.
Think of how big of a freaking mess it's going to be. That to refund every single person that wants to get a refund.
I just find it very interesting that they actually took it down from the store. I don't know too much about the whole situation. I just find it really funny that like CD Projekt Red, the developers, were saying like, yeah, the game's not completely ready, so we're gonna delay it a month, and they delayed it to December. And then they're like, you need to have it out in December, and so they put it out in December. And like, why isn't the game done? And like, we tried to delay it, we couldn't though. Or
We
whatever.
wanted to delay it longer.
So
Yeah.
here's my question.
I'm
I-
sure
And
they
what
wanted
option did they
to.
have though?
Yeah, at this point where the hype was just so built up, it's like they could
They
never.
had to. They
had to
couldn't wait
release it at that
another
time.
6
So
months.
That's
or
my
whatever.
question though. Is did they give themselves this deadline, or was this like the consoles and kind of pushing for it? You know what I mean?
I think it was
and
the
the community
consumers
as
pushing.
well.
I think it was mostly the consumers
They
pushing.
probably just
for
wanted
it.
to get it out by Christmas, maybe.
Well, I mean,
right?
like, I think at first, CD Projekt Red probably was like, okay, based on where we're at in our schedule, we'll probably have it done by, like, winter of 2020, probably, is what they were assuming. And, of course, that was probably before the COVID stuff. Because
Yeah.
I think it was, like, 2018, they started putting up pre-orders for the
COVID.
special editions. Or even 2019, the special edition pre-orders. And, like, they had those pre-orders in for a year and a half, 2 years almost, and they hadn't put out the game yet at that point. So it's basically like you're kickstarting a project at that point. And so I'm sure the consumer's like, what the heck? I pre-ordered this, where's my stuff? And it just went on like that for a while, and eventually they put it out, and now it's not complete unless you're playing on a decent computer.
Has CD Projekt Red like talked about how much time it would take to fix it, or how much more time they needed?
I mean,
Have they been like all hush hush about it, or have they
no,
like,
they
openly
talk about it.
apologized?
Yeah, they've openly apologized already. They've actually said, "Hey, try to get refunds from the people you bought it from. If you can't get it from them, go to this. We have an email set up for that. Like, email us and we'll get it figured out for you."
I wonder why they didn't just say don't buy the PlayStation 4 and Xbox or Xbox.
Or all
One
they have to do
version.
is just not release those versions of it. Just release
Yeah.
just the PC version of it. But even that still has its problems, you know.
Yeah, but I mean it's obviously playable.
Yeah,
Like-
it's definitely playable. I've been doing it for a while.
Have you been
So
enjoying your?
has it
yeah,
been worth the purchase?
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Okay.
Phenomenal game. I'm really enjoying it.
Because from what I've heard about CD Projekt Red's track record, is that The Witcher 3 also had issues, but turned out to become a phenomenal game after they fixed a bunch of stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, that's 100% true.
So then maybe I'll just sit on this whole Cyberpunk thing and wait till the game's fixed
Yeah.
completely.
Or you mean wait till it goes on sale?
Well, that
seems-
too. I'm
seems
sure it'll go
mean.
on sale eventually.
Yeah, definitely. It's just very interesting to see how like everybody's reacted to it. Because I'm pretty sure when CD Projekt Red put it out, they're basically like, yeah, we know it's not gonna go well. Like, it's not completely ready to go, but I guess here it is because you guys want it so dang bad.
Well, do you think they shot themselves in the foot by hyping it up so much and they kept putting release dates
I don't know
out
if that
there?
was their fault
Yeah,
entirely,
it
though.
wasn't really them that hyped it at first.
I mean, they kind of just announced it, but then they played into it. Like, I think
They
just to
definitely
build
played into
up.
it. They definitely played
But
into
it was all the consumers like, Thane's been waiting for this puppy for a while.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They're thinking about that times like 1,000 or like 2,000 or even 5,000, like, or like millions.
No,
I mean,
dude,
I don't know.
millions. How many copies did they sell day one?
No idea.
I'm gonna look it up really quick. Cause legit, dude, like this, yeah. I mean, I get most of my video game news from Thayne and Cole, but Thayne has been for sure talking about Cyberpunk for a long
And he's
time.
been so excited. So, like, think about a lot of dedicated fans like that. I think those are the kind of people that are going to be the most upset if it's all buggy and stuff. Because they care so much about it. Even Thayne, he's like, yeah, I don't know why they put this out. Even he's saying that for a game he loves or he's been
Yeah.
waiting for so long.
Okay, this is 6 days ago. Cyberpunk rakes in $480 million from pre-orders alone.
Oh, wow.
Top sales and streaming charts. Prior to its actual launch date, Cyberpunk 2077 was already a success with over 8 million copies being sold worldwide through pre-orders alone. Good.
Wow.
Good
Pre-orders
gosh.
alone? That's actually insane.
It's 8 times platinum right there.
Wow, 8 million copies before launch. Halo 2, I don't even think sold 8 million copies
At launch. Or total.
total.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was like 7.2 or something.
That's crazy. Dang, dude. That's actually insane. Well, like, what's crazy to me is, like, I bought it, obviously, and... dang,
6.3.
6.3, that's it? Wow.
On what, Metacritic?
Halo
Oh,
2.
Hold on, that's
No,
Oh,
Halo
that's
2
all
sold
that's-
6
that's
point-
sales.
that's
yeah.
sold in the United States alone. Let me see
Oh.
if there's a full total.
Okay. But yeah, so, like, when I got it, I was playing it, telling my friends about it, but, like, one by one, they each got it. Jake bought it,
Same
and
time
was
as
able
you,
to...
right?
Same time as me, but he got it digitally, so he played it before I even got to play it. Jesse and Mike and Andrew, all those guys ended up buying it. Malik ended up buying it. Hayden hasn't bought it, but he doesn't really play like single player games. But like just the fact that all of my like good close buddies all bought it like that, like that's insane. Like they never buy games that like they buy games that, like specifically Jesse and Andrew. I'd say they buy a lot of games, but like those like Jake specifically, like that shook me that he even bought it. But like they've all liked it. They have decent enough computers and it's working fine enough for them.
Yeah.
So I think that's the kicker. If you've got a decent enough machine, you can play this game and it's really enjoyable. It's a lot of fun if you got a decent machine.
So is it just graphically taxing? Is that what? Can you turn the graphics down and have the game run better?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. I mean, there's lots of glitches and bugs though in it, just in general.
Is it on, so on PS4 and Xbox One, it just sucked hard.
You have to watch
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't
It's-
play well.
It's so bad. Like
But on the
frame
on
rates drop. The game
PS5 and
crashes.
Xbox One or
Plays better, but
Series
not
X,
well.
whatever it is. Oh, dang, those are powerful consoles too.
So, for example, Michael, he's got probably the weakest computer. I don't know about Jake's, honestly. I need to look up Jake's. But Michael plays everything on this game on low. Every setting on this game is low as it can go.
and it works fine.
And it works fine.
Mm.
He's got a 1060. No, 1080. No. Yeah, 1060. He's got what I have in that machine back there.
Okay.
And he's
Graphics
playing
card?
he's playing it fine.
So do you think
everything
Do you
low.
think my computer could run it fine?
Yeah, you'd be like on par with Jesse's,
Okay.
and he's running it.
Mine would be fine then too.
Yeah, you'd be fine. Yeah, you'd actually be able to get RTX. So you got a 2060, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Thayne has RTX as well. Yeah, because you have to have a 20 or higher to get RTX.
See what? Mine's a 1080, right?
Yeah, you can't get RTX. Yeah, it's like I think you guys could play just fine on your machines. Like you got pretty high end built machines, so you can play it just fine. But that's the kicker. Like you gotta have a beefy machine to play this dang game,
Yeah.
and that's the problem with it. Like you shouldn't have performance issues even on the highest end computers. Like I've heard people they have the 3080 supers, things like that, like the brand new ones, and they still get frame rate issues at times. Like that shouldn't be a thing.
That could
should be completely eliminated.
Could that be a? I'm dipping into the phallic stuff pretty quick, but it's so
And Zay's the one that was
all
just,
these
"Why were you talking
machines,
about
all
it?"
these machines, everyone like they take pride in how powerful the machine is, but then it comes down to performance. Your machine can't perform. So what if the skit was whatever you have, it's like, yeah, my Xbox is just having performance issues.
Can't get it up.
It can't.
Size does
It
matter.
can't perform for the game. The game is like well, it has a hole in it. It's a disc with a hole in it. Oh my gosh! I didn't mean to do that. I just thought that out.
I mean, you could download it digitally, not just. Then there's no gender.
Yeah. So one of
She's
the
like
biggest
Cortana living.
problems-
She just lives in your head.
The biggest problem with those older systems though is that they don't have SSDs.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're running it off a hard drive. And so there actually are spinning discs to try to play this game.
And what sucks though is that's where the future's going. Is like all these games are so powerful.
That you have to have SSDs
And
and
it
stuff.
sucks because everything's so expensive.
But I
And,
think
like, but
everything
then-
is gonna get cheaper though, and you've seen
Yeah,
computer parts
SSDs
getting
have already
cheaper
gone
over
cheaper,
time.
tons.
Yeah, but yeah, even then, still, but like you're still gonna have to spend at least $1,000 to get one. Get something that's at least semi-powerful, even if the parts
yeah,
get cheaper.
yeah.
But still, that's a lot just to play a game. It's like I want to play this game, but I can't unless I invest this much into it. And then at that point, I'm like, I mean, I could spend this on something else. It's just if you're really invested, then you'll do it. But
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what it comes down to, is that if that's your thing, that's what you do.
see, it's like, what if you have consoles that aren't that powerful, and you're like, but I want to play that game. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about
Tough
it.
titties, bro.
It's like, I can't unless I upgrade like massively or wait till they drop the re-released version. Like,
See, I feel like that's in the same realm as VR. Like, I would love to do VR, but dude, it's so expensive to get in. It's like, if you want to buy what's the cheapest Oculus you could get? Like, and I'm not talking about the PSVR, which I've heard is pretty good, or the Samsung VR where you pop your phone in there. I'm talking about
you
like
want
the legit
one.
Oculus.
Yeah, legit.
I would say
Oculus.
the PSVR is legit.
Is it?
Yeah. But the Oculus one, the cheapest one, they have like this completely wireless version of it. That's probably $300 to $400.
Plus, you gotta have a computer to run that as
Not
well.
this one, no.
Oh, you don't?
Not this Oculus.
What
Nope.
is it? What
It's
are the
all in itself.
really?
Yeah.
That's
It's all
nuts.
in-house.
So where's the game stored at then?
In it.
In it?
SD card or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So do you just like log in on your Steam account or something?
Well, it's its own thing. It wouldn't be Steam.
Oh, okay.
I've been getting ads for Oculus. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
Oculus
talking
2?
about.
Is it
Yeah.
Oculus 2?
Whatever. Oculus something too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. It's completely wireless. It does its own thing.
That's really cool. I
It's
didn't know
not
that.
as powerful. It's basically on par with the PSVR, and the PSVR is not that great powerful. But, I mean, it does the job. It's VR.
Yeah.
It's base entry line VR.
I'm gonna see how much it is.
Yeah, I would really like to do VR, but that's always been my biggest stipulant is I just don't want to pay the money.
I'm with you there, and especially because my thing is if I get VR, I'm going all out. I'm
exactly.
getting the best
You
VR
want
you
to
can
get the
get.
good one, yeah.
And it's gonna be like $800-$900 just for a VR rig, you know? Like that's crazy. That's a
Yeah.
lot of money.
Well, and then you got to have a nice open area to even play it.
So, the Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah, Quest.
Oculus Quest 2. Let's see.
I believe it's 4.
So there's a 64 gigabyte for 300,
Okay.
and then a 256 gigabyte for 400.
And it's not upgradable, do you know?
I'm not sure. Doesn't
Oh.
say.
That's not terrible, but I mean,
Oh, it says requires wireless internet connection, internet access, and a Facebook account.
Yeah, because Facebook owns Oculus.
Oh, smartphone required to run the Oculus app. Dang.
that makes sense. So you probably just pick whatever game you want to play on your phone, and it beams to the Oculus or something, maybe.
In a way
Yeah,
that
something
isn't
like
that
that.
kind of like Stadia.
Yeah. Well, I
Is
mean,
it
you
kinda
probably
the same
stored the
thing?
game on the actual Oculus, or else why else would you have a SD card in it?
Yeah,
you
you
know?
can probably
true.
just download it to it.
I'm sure you do download it, yeah.
But you couldn't play it without an internet connection.
Yeah, because you probably have to be logged into Facebook.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, that's like most games now, dude. I remember when they first started doing that, where it's like you have to be connected to Xbox Live to play this game, and it's like, why? Let me play it, please. But
Yeah.
then the Xbox One came along. I'm pretty sure you always have to be connected to Xbox Live.
There's
or at
some
least the
games where you
They
internet.
don't
got
have
rid of that
to.
eventually.
They
Yeah,
did?
there's some
Yeah.
games where you
Okay.
don't have to, but VR, it's like such a you're playing games by yourself. So like you would hope you'd
Yeah,
be
this
like,
is just Facebook being Facebook at this point.
you would want to play by yourself, like if
Yeah.
you're like out or whatever. But like let's say you go on like a trip and like you go see family or something, and like I don't know, you don't have access to internet or something, but I don't know, that's kind of weird. That sucks. You have to have internet access to be able to play VR.
Let's be honest. If you're buying a VR, you probably have internet though.
But what if you? But what if you go somewhere
sure.
like where you don't have access to it? Then it's just
why are you
useless.
taking that? Why are you even bothering taking a VR helmet?
Well, I'm thinking, what if? I mean, it's because like handheld, you don't need internet access to play on your Switch, or you don't need internet access to play on these devices. What if you took it out and like it's just you and family? Let's say you go camping. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but like you just can't. It's useless. You have to be home to be able to do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which in itself, it just seems weird to me that you have to do that. I don't like that.
I mean,
but I feel like that's
get
where
where
things
you're
are kind of
coming
going.
from.
Though I think like that's where things
I
are
get
going.
where
Though.
you're
You have
coming
to be
from,
connected.
but with something like specifically VR, I don't agree with that one. But I do agree. Like, say your Switch, say you had to always be online on your Switch, and it defeats the purpose of that.
And
Exactly. What's the
imagine
point of
all of
being
them being
handheld?
like that. Like, why? There's no point in
Are
even
you
being
are you just talking
handheld.
about where the future of gaming is going specifically?
I feel like that's where it's going. You're gonna have to be connected at all times.
so
to
it's
be able
not
to play
just VR.
anything.
You're just talking about gaming.
I just feel like that's where it's gonna go. Because I mean, Stadia, for example, like it's almost of course you can play with LTE or whatever, but it's
Good
not gonna be
freaking
as great
luck.
as.
Yeah, good luck.
So it's almost like you have to be. But like I feel like
yeah.
things are
Stadia,
going that
well, yeah.
way.
For example, streaming for sure. Yeah. But there are some games and stuff you can get that won't. Not for Stadia, but like for like your computer. Like if it's what's it called? Like
Sudoku.
license free or something like that. Like for example, if you buy Cyberpunk on GOG, then you have it's a DRM free. You have a DRM free copy and you do not need to be connected to the internet. Whereas, for example, if you bought it on Steam, you would probably have to be connected to the internet to play it. Because that's just how Steam works. You have to be connected for it to work right. I'm sure you could probably get your games to launch on Steam without the internet, but for the most part, it's much easier and much more seamless when it is connected. And that's how it is with the Xbox One and the PS4, or even the newer ones at this point. When the Xbox One was first, I guess, announced, they said it would always have to be online to be playing games. And in my mind, yeah, that sucks, but it also makes sense. Like, who is going to get an Xbox One that isn't connected to the internet, you know?
See, my only complaint with that, and this is from like experience, was at my grandma's house where we would always go play video games. Like their internet was just hot garbage.
Doesn't matter. You'd still be able to play, though. You're not going to be playing online, but you say if it was back what it was, you'd have to be connected to the internet. If you're connected, you're fine. It doesn't matter how good the connection is.
It kept disconnecting.
No, it's if you're not playing online. I'm saying if you're just playing your co-op 4-player split screen or something. So it doesn't matter. If you're connected, you're good. It doesn't matter how good
That's
the
what I'm
connection
saying.
is.
We weren't connected though. Like it kept disconnecting.
How many years ago was that, though?
I don't know, 2013, 14.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at this point nowadays, I think that's not a problem for anybody. But I guess back then when it first came out, I could see it being a problem because that was around that 2013, 2012 area.
Yeah. But, I mean, I agree with you now. Like, when I play video games, I very rarely play them outside of my house. Like, even when I go back to my parents' house, I don't really even play video games. So, for me, I have no issue with it, but I can see where the issues could arise for most people.
I don't know. I think just the idea of like paying you have all these nice things, or like you pay $60 or $70 for a game, but then you can't play it. You have to play it under these certain conditions.
Well, you can't even play it now without downloading it though to your Xbox or PlayStation.
Like
instantly
you
downloading
pay
to it.
you do that, but like the requirements for the system or whatever it is, you have to be connected to internet for the most part.
Yeah,
I don't like the idea of that. I think that's kind of what it is. Is like I feel like that's where it's going to. That's where most games are going to go.
I don't think it'll ever.
It's
go
not
back.
like it's going to go away from that. It's going towards that. So
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of that. But
Part of the reason because of that, though, is because almost every single game is multiplayer online now.
yeah,
And so if they don't have that, then what's even the point?
yeah,
That's why with something like Cyberpunk, you can get away because it's a single player. There is no online. But obviously, like Fortnite, you cannot not play it. You have to be connected.
yeah, and I understand that. But I mean, certain games where you like that. Like if you were to buy it on Steam, and like if you weren't connected to it, you can't play it. But it's a single player game, and like it's just doesn't that just seem weird?
And that's been
Single players
weird
it
like that
does,
for a
yeah.
long time.
See, that I think the idea that
there's been
itself,
lots of games like that, and I agree. It is stupid. You should be able to load up your single player game if you don't have a connection to the internet.
Do we have examples of games that won't let you? Like, can you can play
Besides
Minecraft
Battle Royale?
offline?
Call of
Can't you?
Duty, I believe Modern Warfare had troubles with that. They might have fixed it or something, but I believe if you weren't connected to the internet, you couldn't even load into the game to get to the single player. In fact, no, I think that still is the same. I think that is true to this day. I think if you are not connected to the internet, you cannot load the game.
2019 Modern Warfare.
Yeah, because when you're loading up the game, it says, "Oh, connecting to the Activision service," and if it doesn't pass that, then you can't get into the game. You've seen that yourself, even I'm sure.
Well, because they don't use servers to run campaigns,
No,
right?
no. What it is, it's essentially its own way of checking if you own the game. It's
it's just the licensing.
It's DRM stuff. Yeah, it's
Okay.
licensing. That's why Cyberpunk doesn't. It's DRM free. Cyberpunk is on GOG anyway, so that you don't have to be connected to the internet to play it. It doesn't go to any server saying, "Hey, you do own this." It's of course you own it because it's on your thing.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. It's stupid. Definitely is dumb that it has to do it that way. But I think part of it is just because everything is digital. It's not just a disc. They can't just check your disc to see, oh, this guy owns the game. Does this guy own the game? It's just on a hard drive. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
So a lot of it does make sense. It does suck, though. It does suck that there's no easy way around it.
Yeah, dude. My two biggest complaints was, well, for one, this happened in the 360 era, and my internet connection really sucked. So when I had to download like a 3 or 4 gig game, dude, it took hours and hours and hours and
that
hours.
was all night, dude.
It sucked, and now it's even worse. Like I remember when I first bought Halo 5. It was Halo 5, and I put it in my Xbox One, and it was like, 50 gigs later. It's like, and it told me it's like 5 days to download. And so for the first like 6 months I had Halo 5, I didn't play it because I wasn't going to sit and wait for 6 days worth of downloadage.
Why did you turn it on and let it go?
Because my mom would always come turn it off. Like she always would come in. That's how she was. Is she would just come turn stuff off. And I told her, I'm like, so I think there was a mode where you could
downloads. It downloads even when it's in
yeah.
though.
There's a mode. There's like a setting you had to flip on.
Yeah, like
for it.
background
downloads
Yeah.
is what it was. So I didn't know about that when I first got my Xbox One.
Oh.
Even though I'm pretty sure it was on the 360 as well. I think you could background download on the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my stupid brain. Anyway, for like the first 6 months, I just didn't play Halo 5 because the download was so freaking big. But I don't know. At the same time, what's cool about games being bigger is that memory, in turn, is getting cheaper because, I mean, there has to be a balance. Because
Well, that's not why it's getting cheaper. It's just getting easier to produce and stuff.
I see.
It's not because games are getting bigger,
Well,
so
do
they're
you
like,
think
let's
it's-
make it cheaper.
Well, no. Do you think it's because that, like, as files and stuff gets bigger, people understand that memory is going to be
No,
like...
that's not why. It's just because technology is more readily available.
Okay.
It's not we're making things cheaper because things are getting bigger. Things are getting bigger because things are becoming cheaper. It's the
Okay,
reverse.
I see.
Yeah. What's ironic about all of this is like when the Xbox One first came out and you had to download everything to your thing before you could even play it. That was the norm for me at that point. Because of course I was playing a lot of games on computer, but even with the 360, I specifically got the biggest hard drive so I could install all of my games to the hard drive for faster load times. So I was already used to that.
I see.
That wasn't even a big deal for me when I first got it.
Is that what the point of it was, to install a game?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays it's because it cannot run off the disc. It cannot play it off the disc.
So, but before you could install a game and play it without the disc?
No,
No,
you
right?
have to have the disc in there.
Okay,
just like
that's
you
what I
still
always
do.
thought too. I mean, at
just makes
first
it run
I always
faster.
thought, okay, I can install this game, have it, and then not use the disc. But I'm like, okay, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It
'cause
took
has
me
check your
forever to realize
licensing.
that.
That's the same thing as connecting to the internet to see if you have the license. Yeah. But it legit is just faster, and that's why I did it back in the day, and so I was prepared for it when the new games came out.
Mm.
But yeah, like these current games, they cannot run off the disc. We don't have disk drives that spin fast enough or lasers that read fast enough to read the games fast enough to play them at this current moment. That's why they all have to be downloaded.
Oh, okay.
We just don't have the hardware capabilities. And at this point, no one's going to care to try to figure out the hardware.
No one cares.
Because
Yeah.
it's already going to
SSD's
be faster with the SSD anyway. Even if they could get the lasers to read fast enough or to spin fast enough or whatever, doesn't matter. Because SSDs are going to be faster anyway, any day anyway, because it's not mechanical. It's all digital. Yep. Well,
Yash.
I got this list of just interesting topics. I'm just going to pick one.
Close your eyes and just
Basically, yeah, I don't know.
Close your eyes and throw your phone at the TV.
I'm so bad at doing hosting podcasts because I just got a bunch of random topics that really often don't go in line with what we're talking about. Unless you guys want to talk more about games, because I got a couple game topics. It's up to you. I'll let you guys pick. Games or not games?
Doesn't matter. Either one.
It's your host.
Can you do both? Can you do one, or no? Just do
I
some
won't
of
go
some.
through the whole list.
Just do some and
We'll
some.
do a game one, and that'll try to transition to the next one. Okay, we'll do 2 out of this list probably.
Okay, that's fine.
So, the question is what is something you would take out of your favorite game? So something your favorite game does that you don't like, that you wish you could just get rid of it forever.
Hmm.
And then I guess why, obviously. Like, why would you want to take it out? Not just say, I want this out. I want Pump Shotgun out of my Fortnite. Thank you.
No, they already took it out. Don't even, Cole. It's a sore subject.
Delete it.
It's sore.
I've
It's a
got.
very
I
touchy
think
subject.
I've got one.
What is this guy?
I would take. I would take the raining capability out of Breath of the Wild, or at least do like a countdown timer that tells me when it's gonna rain, so I'm not halfway climbing a cliff and then it rains and I fall all the way down.
So like a weather
Yeah, give me a
watch.
weather report.
Sky, there's a weather report in the game.
Really?
Yeah, it's in
Sky,
your HUD.
there's a weather app on your phone.
Yeah. You just pull out your Sheikah tablet and you just go, oh, yeah, thank you at the Weather Channel for telling me what it's going to be. It's going to be slightly breezy with a little bit of a chance of rain.
Thanks for telling me
Appreciate
it's
that.
raining after it's raining.
But
And
yeah,
I fell.
legit, the game does tell you if it's going to rain or not. It's on the HUD.
It's 90% chance of rain, 100% chance of death.
Yep,
Well, I just want to turn it off forever. Then no rain.
that's fair.
No rain for me.
What's the name of that song? I don't think I'm gonna remember.
There's a song?
The name of the song is called. It's literally called "No Rain."
Oh, I don't know
That
it.
song I
The
just.
same. I don't know it either.
All right. Do you have one?
I mean, I could. Let's add something you would take out of your least favorite game, too. Just to,
Wait, what?
or not, say it's a game that you don't really like, something you would take out of it and make it better for you, I
Ooh,
guess.
I've got one of those too.
I got one of those too. Let's go. I'll tell you what I would take out of a game I like, I guess. So I really like Pokemon, but there's definitely some I would totally shoot in the head. Looking at you, a lot of Generation 1 Pokemon. We got Steel, who's legit just a seal.
Oh, it's just not very creative. You
Not
take
creative,
one
you just
Pokemon out.
blast in the brain. Just dead instantly. And its evolution, Dugong. Screw them both. They suck. There's a couple Generation 1s, so Muck and Grimer. I hate them, but they have an Alolan form that's really cool. Ideally, we delete the original forms and make the Alolan forms the normal forms. That was the only ones that ever existed, in my opinion. Those would be good. Stuff like that. Just delete some of the garbage Pokemon. Alola Mola, garbage Pokemon. Just delete that one. Or Luvdisc. Take them vice versa. It doesn't matter which one you take. I just take at least one of them. Because they're basically the same thing. Just one of them's bigger than the other. I'd take out Tauros. Tauros sucks.
You don't like bowls?
Yeah, I like Bouffalant. Tauros sucks. Bouffalant's much better. There's just a couple Pokemon that just get outclassed in every way by other Pokemon. And their designs suck. Because they're old and outdated. So just toss them in the garbage.
They're
Never
just-
be looked back
They're
on.
just legit animals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. They're just legit animals. That's
What
it.
about the cow one?
Miltank?
Yeah, Miltank.
That's not terrible because it's freaking pink. That's different. You don't see pink cows, Guy, do you? You don't see pink cows sucking on their own tits, do you?
Does Miltank suck on his own?
Yeah.
tits? Oh,
You want to see a picture? Let me pull up a picture.
not really.
Is that a kink? That's a kink.
No, it's a move. It's called Milk Drink. It restores their health.
So
The hell?
Is the cow
Milk.
playing with itself?
It's like a pregnant woman drinking her own breast milk for the
Amazing.
nutrients.
Man, that'd be weird.
Yeah,
Milk.
Cole, that's not
How would-
okay. Cole, that's not.
I'm gonna show you a picture. Okay,
Oh.
never mind. There's no picture of Miltank using the move Milk Drink. There's pictures of other Pokemon doing it.
Drinking
off-
his milk?
Yeah,
Nope.
it's a Cyndaquil.
No,
Suck it on the tit.
Look
of
for a
Miltank.
different one though. Look for one of a guy drinking his own milk. Do that one.
I don't think there's one of those.
What?
I meant. Well, I don't know the guy's name. The Pokemon's name.
Miltank.
Miltank.
Well, that's not. There's no like official images, but there's stuff like this that people have drawn.
Nope. I don't like that.
Ugh.
Let's see if I can. There's one of
Ching,
Meowth drinking on it too.
Ching,
there you go.
ching.
There's the Meowth drinking on it.
Dude.
It's so they can restore their health. They're hurt. They had to drink on some milk.
I mean, I guess I'll allow it because it's a cow, and that's literally the purpose that cows serve on this earth is to be beef and milk.
But that's why I kept Miltank though, because it's different. You know, it's pink. It actually has a different design. It's not just a bull. It's not straight up a brown bull like they look like in real life. You know.
But it has like 3 tails or something.
Yeah, and it cries out of its nipples. That's so gross.
not Miltank. the Tauros.
What would you get rid
Miltank.
of, Zay?
Yeah. What'd you get rid of your game?
Out of my game, I'm thinking GTA.
Yeah.
So I'd probably do. I would definitely want no limits. So like buildings, like I want like destructive structures. So like if you shoot a building, I want to like take a piece out of it.
But like,
Destroy.
what happens if you destroy the whole city? You can't do anything
But like I want things to like come back after a while, like regenerative. Like they kind of like you leave or something, and you look away, and then they go back or something.
Well, that's silly. It's a building. How's it
But
gonna
or
grow
it could be like a full like
Maybe you can
or
hit a reset
maybe
button
it could be like
after you
2
blow
games.
everything. Yeah, I
Maybe
can
it
see
could be like
that.
2 days in game. 2 days in game,
You
and then it
rebuild
just
it? Okay.
rebuilds itself.
So
Or
you're
it'd
not
be
taking
kinda-
down a skyscraper and it gets rebuilt in a day. It's like a chunk of it gets rebuilt in a day.
Or it could be either one. If you want to do
Oh,
all the
the whole
work to
thing?
destroy it, I mean, you can go right ahead.
I say if it's the whole thing, I don't think it should come back.
Oh, cool! This is my
skyscraper.
cool. This is my
You're
thing.
saying-
That's true. You're right.
This
you're
is
right.
my
You can do whatever
thing.
you want. It just doesn't sound very
Or what
good.
would be cool is if like if you destroy it and then construction workers like the in game they go to work and they have to like, rebuild
that
it.
would be cool. That's what
What
I'm
if
thinking.
you frick
Yeah,
with
but
them
then
too? You can
exactly
frick
you
with them.
destroy. You
I
keep
just don't
destroying
think you
that.
could blow up a whole,
and then-
whole building.
And then it's
though.
just eternally they're just building these buildings because you keep destroying everything.
Yeah,
I'd
I feel
like
like it'd be
that.
like 100 in-game days before the building gets fully completed.
No, it'd be faster than that. It'd be faster than that because it's not realistic,
Yeah,
Cole.
it's a video
You're destroying
game.
buildings.
Yes.
That's probably it. And then like I'd be able to go inside. I don't know, go inside buildings
that'd be
with
cool.
like just freely.
See, I thought of one for GTA as well. I want it to run better. I want GTA
No,
Online not
get
to be
better
broken.
computer.
That one,
Get
that
better
one
computer.
I'm vetoing that one.
Get better
That's not
computer.
a feature you're taking out. That's just my computer effing sucks.
No, it's not my computer. It's just a GTA Online blows. It never
Well,
runs
yeah,
Give it a
for me.
shot.
Part of it.
Give it a shot.
Well, I've played it so much with you guys. It's just
No,
well, for
you're
one,
like-
Regardless, it's not
Sky.
a feature. You can't take that out.
Sky, you're a low level. No, you're a very low
That's
level.
like
Get
saying,
in there.
man, I really like Cyberpunk. I would totally take out the bugs because that's a bad feature. The bugs.
It's
Sky.
a bad feature.
It's not a feature.
Yeah, I've taken it out.
Sky,
No, you had to pick something different.
Sky,
I
just-
don't count that.
Sky, just
You're
do
not the boss.
do the new heist. Do the new heist
I
of me
came
and
up
Jordan.
with it. I am the boss.
And I'm not playing then.
Sky, do
Cole's
the
micromanaging what I can and
Sky.
can't like.
That's not a feature. You can't take it out.
Sky, just do the heist of me and Jordan. Do the new one.
Uh,
Just get back into it.
no, it takes
never really
30
got
minutes
into it.
to open it up.
30
and then
minutes,
it never,
bro.
Dude, it never runs.
It's better now. It's
properly.
better now. It's better now. I promise. It goes a lot faster.
By the way,
And
I
if
know
it
I
doesn't,
could.
it's literally your computer.
know- no,
Because
I-
mine goes a lot faster.
I know I could install it on my SSD, but I don't want to. I refuse. Plus, I don't have that big of an SSD, so I understand it would load better if I had it on my SSD.
That's not what we're saying. Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not a feature. You can't take it out. Pick something different.
GTA bad game. I want to remove killing prostitutes.
Okay. That's better than what you said earlier.
All right, what's yours, Cole?
This is gonna be a very controversial one. You
Oh,
guys are
no.
gonna hate it.
We probably will.
I'm
We're going to
gonna-
say Fortnite.
I'm gonna take the building out of Fortnite.
So then it's just PUBG.
Yeah, there's no reason to even play the
It's just
game
a
anymore.
colorful PUBG.
No, well, I mean, sure, but like, I like the combat in Fortnite. I just don't like the building.
See, I think the combat's I like the building. That's the only part I like about
you don't
Fortnite.
you don't like the combat? The combat's pretty good.
Shooting in
kind of like Halo.
Shooting in Fortnite's
Like a third-person Halo.
See, the
It's floaty
third
like that?
person's cool. I like it.
I really like building. I don't mind the third person. I'm just saying shooting in
Oh.
Fortnite's not my favorite.
But would you prefer first person?
I love FPS games.
What if it was first person Fortnite? You have to build in
And
first
build.
person.
I don't
Oh
think
my.
That'd be
I'd-
kind of nauseating. I
lose
think.
it.
Yeah,
I'd
you'd be like,
freaking
I think I would
You're
love-
like doing all
My
this
lunch
stuff.
is
You're
just
like,
blood. Spaghetti and noodles everywhere.
Your guy in game just. Oh my. That was controversial.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be too.
I mean, it's just your opinion. Like I said, I wouldn't play Fortnite if they didn't have building because the shooting's not that fun in Fortnite.
What battle royale would you play instead?
I
He
probably
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
He
wanna
hates
play
battle
one?
royales.
Well, I don't know. The COD Battle Royale's fun, but nobody plays it. I played Apex for a hot minute. I really like Apex.
Man, I played the crap out of the Call of Duty one when it first was out with all my buddies.
Are you talking about Warzone?
Warzone.
Is that game
Me
still
and
up?
you played a lot, Sky.
Is that
Yeah,
game still
it's
up?
fun.
They switched over to Black Ops, I think, like this last week instead of Modern Warfare.
Oh, they switched back over to the other one.
No, they switched over to not Blackout from Black Ops 4, but
Oh.
they rebranded Warzone for Black Ops, if that makes sense. So it's still Warzone, but it's now on Black Ops' engine.
Oh,
Is
Is
it
it okay?
better?
I don't know. I haven't looked at anything into it.
oh.
I just know it's basically the same, but it's Black Ops.
What's
I
my
thought
download size?
No idea.
I thought it's probably huge, 400 gigabytes or something. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. But what about dude? What up, Blackout? What happened to that?
That sucked.
It sucked.
Warzone.
I thought it was
Warzone
okay,
brought a pistol
wasn't
and
it?
just
I really
Right to the
liked
brain.
Blackout in the beta.
But then after that,
They
it just
changed some stuff that wasn't good.
tanked.
Cole's got this thing for Call of Duty betas, dude.
Yeah, I got a real hard on for the betas of
The
Call
beta
of Duty.
cucks.
Cole likes them young, and then once they grow old, he just tosses them
Call
out.
of Duty games.
We're both
Sky.
wide-eyed. Me and Cole. Ooh.
Call of Duty games.
Sky, whoa, controversial.
Yeah, I definitely like the betas of Call of Duty's better. I don't know why, but
'Cause
specifically
Cole's the alpha male, and when he's playing the beta, he feels like he's in charge.
the Blackout beta though, like it definitely played a lot better than the actual game. However, I will say I really liked the mechanics though, where you'd have to find attachments for your guns like you do in PUBG. I thought that was really cool. There's not a lot of battle royales that do that. Like Apex does it, but like you can put 3 things on your gun. I'm talking like 5 things on your gun. Put 2 more and then the 3. But the thing is with like Apex, it's all the same thing. Like when you're playing PUBG, there's so many different attachments. There's attachments for guns you can't even put on your own gun because it doesn't match right. It's interesting. I don't know. I like the gun system of PUBG. I don't like PUBG very much anymore. I think Apex is the best combat. Well, Warzone's pretty dang good too. I just like the abilities in Apex.
You dislike?
No, I like them.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
like
like
them.
them. I like them as a change of pace. I like Warzone's probably combat the best because it's a nice in between PUBG and Apex. I would say. I think that's why I like Warzone the best.
Yeah, I never could get into Apex. You really couldn't.
It's a hard freaking
Well,
game.
you played
I'm
it.
a way bigger fan of Warzone.
You played.
I
it
don't
when
even
you
play a lot of
first got the
Warzone.
computer though, so you didn't really know how to play the computer very well.
Yeah, but I still didn't like it. Warzone, I got into that. I played it kind of the same time, and like I got way more into that. I
Oh,
just
really?
didn't play. I didn't keep playing it, but I liked
Oh.
it way more. But yeah,
Was it like the
Apex just
abilities that
wasn't-
you didn't like in Apex?
I don't know. Maybe just the feel. It just I don't know.
See, I thought
Maybe it
you
just
really,
wasn't. Maybe it wasn't used to like how the movement is, because I know I'm familiar with Call of Duty and how that works
And
for
this
the most
one's
part.
much more
and this
faster.
one's
yeah.
a lot different.
See, I
Maybe
figured
that's
you
why.
would have liked it because it is way more fast paced.
Yeah, maybe that's what I don't know what I didn't like. I mean, I just didn't. I don't know. It's not a bad game. It's just I didn't gel with it too much.
I think you would have had more fun if you would have waited, like, been more familiar with the keyboard and mouse. Because I effing hated Fortnite. Like, that's what I started on mouse and keyboard was on Fortnite. It's so stupid. Fortnite and Minecraft. And it was rough.
You still play Fortnite with a controller, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only game you play with a controller?
Well, my
GTA?
basketball game and GTA too. Yeah, it's because I played all of them before.
GTA is different though, cause driving.
Yeah, see, Jen, you do a lot of driving in that game. I just feel like
Yeah.
it's not worth it to not use it for me at least.
I'm at the point where like I just deal with driving with a mouse and keyboard because I don't want to be the guy that switches back and forth
Yeah.
so much because that's
Yeah.
so annoying.
See, exactly. I don't want to do that either.
And so I don't. And I just played too many games with the computer. I'm just so used to it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to get back onto a controller.
Yeah.
It really is. There's only a couple of games like racing games, for example, that I can.
or recently Fall Guys. That's the one that I
guess
started
that
out
was
with
a
mouse and
controller,
keyboard. I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, this
that
is
was
not
that
it.
one's good with the
And I
controller.
switched
for
back.
Sure.
I switched to
Controller just feels like home though. When I put a controller in my hand, it's like this feels
I
right.
don't know. Depends on the game for me.
yeah. It just feels a lot. I don't know. I feel more ease, I guess. Yo, what up, K-Town?
Is it still snowing outside?
A lot. Dang.
It's snowing hard.
It's snowing cats and dogs.
Yeah.
That's the saying.
snowing the snowman.
Well, Cole, you got one more banger cue we can end on?
If you want to, we can.
You guys are going to get a little bit longer of a podcast today. By a
Isn't it
little
long one
bit.
today?
Well, it's going to be longer than an hour.
Oh.
But just so you guys know, after the year, we're going to be sticking to the hour format for reasons.
Okay. So, I figure let's just stay on the same subject of games, and then later on I can do these other weird ones that aren't even close to related. So this one is, what game would you like to be turned into an MMO? So you've never really played MMOs before, either both of you guys, really.
But I know what they are.
You know what they are. So,
Yeah.
like, what game would you like to play in, like, an MMO setting,
Wait, what's the
I
difference
guess?
between a MOBA and a MMO?
MMO is just massive online. Something like World of Warcraft.
That's
MOBA
okay,
is
that's
things
what I
like
was
League of
thinking.
Legends.
Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
thinking. I thought World of Warcraft. Yeah.
The two that came to my mind, I think the Zelda universe would be cool, or the Halo universe, but those are my two favorite games, and I've never played a MMO, so I don't know.
I definitely thought Halo, but I'd want it to be done better than Bungie did Destiny, which is basically that. I don't know how you would do it, because there's not a lot of equipment that you can just get in Halo. Like, there's a lot, but not as much as you'd need. You'd have to constantly keep making new guns and stuff in that game. That's the hard part with an MMO that is just guns. Because it's hard to come up with guns and ideas for guns and stuff, so you'd have to constantly make new ones, but it's not impossible. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I thought about it, and a lot of people would say, like, a Pokemon MMO would be fun, and I don't know. I thought about it. I don't think it would be as good as we'd all like it to be. But after playing a bunch of, like, Cyberpunk, I think an RPG-based shooter or something like that, or something to set in a world kind of like that, I think would be really cool. Something like Borderlands almost, like a Borderlands MMO.
That'd be cool.
Because it's already kind of like a multiplayer thing, but just imagine if there was just hundreds of other players in Borderlands all running around doing similar quests to you and stuff.
Man, that's got millions of guns already.
Oh, yeah, it already has that done. It's got that covered, so.
Is MMO like for sure always like that kind of the view from the top?
No.
That's not
It
it?
doesn't have to be. It can be first person.
Okay,
because
because I have that kind of stuck in my mind. Is like because I played a lot of.
So, like, Destiny's an MMO.
It's a FPS.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only stipulation of MMO just has to be online all the time, and
Yeah.
it's just a huge world of doing quests and stuff.
Dang. Okay. So I thought it had to be like that kind
Yeah,
of
it doesn't have to
almost
be
like a tower
that.
defense sort of thing.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm
top
thinking
down.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to think about like what you would like to see in a game, because there's like a lot of the games that I've played recently don't really have a feel like that. Like I could see maybe Final Fantasy, but I mean there already is a Final Fantasy MMO, but that doesn't. I don't know. I've never played it. It doesn't play like the one I played recently, the 7 remake. But
Dang. I want to go back and listen to that podcast where we kind of made our own video games
yeah,
because I feel like I would take some ideas from that. But I think I don't know if I talked about this on that episode, but I would want a game where you can go anywhere in the world. Like you can travel from here to like Europe or like Japan or
Okay.
something, and that's another world that you're in. And sure, it can be an MMO, but like you can like team up with people from like different countries and
Yeah.
go do quests and stuff.
So
And
I
it'd be
guess
sick if there was like if they didn't speak, you guys didn't speak the same language. If there's like almost like an in-game like translator that like
okay,
almost like
okay.
what if it was like a almost real-time
Yeah,
translator?
that
That'd
would
be
be kinda cool.
crazy. But
So
and then there's no barriers to
I
like
just thought of
doing
this.
that.
GTA Online is technically an MMO.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking about too. I was
Yeah,
like,
but like
that's-
that, but like a more larger scale.
Oh
Is
yeah,
what you're
way
thinking?
low because
Okay.
it's just so limited. Like I would want
So
something.
just basically expand upon GTA Online.
Yeah, but then like have it be worldwide, and then depending on where you go in the world, I mean, yeah, just different quests depending on where you're at in the world, and like maybe different. I don't know if I can get like different like weapons or like different. I mean, maybe that just to make
Yeah.
it more personable to that place. But I think that'd be sick.
So kind of like almost basically a lot like GTA, like a crossover GTA and World of Warcraft almost. Because like in World of Warcraft, you can like it's kind of like fast traveling. But you can travel to other different worlds and stuff. So this one would be like travel to other different cities.
Yeah, I definitely would want to keep it like in the modern world. That's
Yeah.
what I would
I'm
wanna
not
do.
trying to be like not
Yeah,
fantasy, but like
yeah. That's what I would
in
want
that
to
sense
do.
where World of Warcraft does do all these different worlds and stuff and different servers where there's millions of people on them and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what I would want to do.
That'd be really cool. It'd be hard to do something like that. I think. I feel like
it
you'd
would be
run out of
so
quests.
hard.
I feel like you'd run out of quests to do.
It'd be like the most ambitious game ever because like you're trying to go worldwide. Literally,
Yeah.
you can go to anywhere in the world. Like let's not just say a specific region. Like let's say you go to any country in the world, and there's quests in that like country to do.
I was thinking
Which would be
smaller scale, like
crazy.
just city to city, but you're thinking like continent to continent.
Yeah,
Dang.
and that would be a
Yeah.
huge thing to take
I've
on as
only
like a
seen it-
developer.
I've
But
only seen a couple of games even try to like
I think it'd be
emulate like a world.
it'd be
or
so
like
hard
a-
to take on. I think it'd be like so difficult to do.
Didn't Forza do it?
Not Forza. It's a game called The Crew.
Mm.
That game actually has the entire United States as the map, and it's like a 1/4 or 1/8 the scale of the United States. So it takes about an hour to drive across the entire map.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
That's
I think
very
it's like 40,
realistic,
40 to
dude.
50 minutes. So it'd be something
Jeez.
like that. Then is what you're thinking.
But if you didn't want to do that, like you could do fast travel. I think that'd be fine too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'd be fast travel. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe make it fast travel, but maybe make like there's some sort of consequence. So like if you don't do fast travel, like you gain more experience, or you gain more like something along the way to make it worth the while.
So
But if you want to save your time, then you just do
wonder-
fast travel.
I wonder if they could like take the technology that they use in Microsoft Flight Simulator, like the new one, and apply it in this way, because that's used as like Google Maps and stuff.
See, that'd be crazy.
Like that would be insane.
Yeah, that'd be so crazy.
Because Flight Simulator, that is legit 1-to-1 to the world. Like you're flying legit 1-to-1.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I think it'd be cool if like you could interact with maybe not every single building, but like you can go inside like buildings and like you can interact with people and
Yeah,
that'd be,
That
See,
won't
that would-
happen until like 2020 or 50 or 27.
oh yeah, it would take it would be such a like
that kind of thing won't happen.
be such just like
forever.
a ambitious like a project that no, it'd be so hard. I understand that.
Basically,
but
something like this wouldn't even happen until it wouldn't be ambitious to try it. Something like
Yeah.
that.
I guess that's kind of just like a fantasy or it's like a I guess a wet dream of a
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So that would be for me, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to see like. I like to think of like a VR MMO. Kind of. I always think of like Sword Art Online. I kind of go back to that.
Ready Player One, isn't that kind of
Yeah, or Ready Player One, kind of like that. Yeah. And just kind of like.
crazy?
Yeah, it feels like you're actually in the world, and there's just hundreds of people all just walking around and stuff. I think that'd be super, super neat, because it's cool to see all the players walking around in an MMO, knowing, hey, everyone I'm seeing is a real person. But it'd be different in a VR setting, because then it's like you can actually walk up to a person and say, hey, you know. You can kind of do it in MMO, but like in World of Warcraft kind of thing, but it's not the same. It's not like you're meeting somebody on the street. That said, most of the people that be playing something like this, I don't know how open they would be just to walk up to some random person and say, hey. They'd probably freak out if somebody walked up and said, hi, how are you? You know.
Or maybe based on how much you interact with other players, like if you look at someone or you approach someone, like sort of like a thing pops up above their head, like very sociable, like
Oh, yeah,
talks
yeah,
to
yeah.
like very talkative,
could
or
be
like
good.
maybe it kind of breaks it down in a way that way you know who you can talk to, who's more open
Yeah,
to
that
like
could be
talk to
good.
you. I think that'd be kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
their
that'd be neat.
stats or like you look at them like missions completed or like like I don't know quests.
Likes specific music, likes
See,
to do this.
and it breaks
like
it down
Tinder.
that
Yeah.
specific, and it's like wow. this
Like,
guy is.
you're just living your life inside the game at this point.
Oh yeah.
You're looking for people to join your crew or like your squad, and like that's how you recruit people. That'd be crazy.
That
then
being
you just
said,
meet-
like, don't
you
people
meet
get that
people like
submerged
that.
in like regular MMOs already?
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, I'm just thinking it's that next step. There is
Yeah.
no VR MMOs at the moment. That would be
Yeah.
like the next step.
Isn't VR chat kind of? Or
I wouldn't
no?
count that as an MMO.
No,
Just to hang out.
That's like a
chat room.
chat room or
No.
a
I guess it would,
Yeah.
it would be it though if you could do quests though, right? Isn't
yeah.
that
If you
what
could
it'd
do
be?
quests and
Okay.
go explore and stuff, sure, yeah.
Okay.
That would be that VR chat's basically like you're hanging out in a Discord.
Yeah.
I would equate
Avatars.
it. Yeah, and you can see them and stuff. That's what I would equate it to.
Such a weird thing. So weird.
Yeah.
I think we'll eventually get to the point though where we have a legit VR MMO, and I don't know if it's going to be to the extent of Ready Player One, but I feel like it could definitely go that way.
Yeah. Every time I think about Sword Art Online, I just think, dang, how cool would it be if it really just like uses your brain? It basically shuts you down. Everything, it feels like you're actually in real life, like you're running around and you're not you're stationary, but like if it ever gets to that point, then whoa, we've done something
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, we've done something nuts. Dude, you just imagine all the the disabled people that like
they can actually live their life.
they
yeah,
can't see or they can't walk.
It would be
or
living
they
a
can't
life.
hear.
See, at that point, it wouldn't even be a game anymore for some people. Like it'd be, you're trying to do something you physically can't do. And there's a movie, Surrogate? I'm pretty sure it's called Surrogates. Surrogates with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
It's like that same thing. Like they buy like a model of like a robot or whatever it is, and then they just like they're sitting in a chair. They're like literally they're just in that chair,
Yeah.
zoned out, and then they just have someone go out for them.
The only difference is the robots are actually interacting with their actual life. As far as like a video game would go, you're literally like beaming your mind to somewhere else.
but if someone that's like physically like handicapped or just anyone, I could see a million people like they go to work during the day, they come home, and that's what their life is. Like they just plug in. That's what it is. That's like kind of what Player One is. Ready Player
exactly.
One.
So
I mean, I feel like it's going to get to a point of like where people aren't going to like have lives outside anymore. So like that's going to be their actual like focus in
Yeah.
their life, and that's where all their time's going to
That's
go.
more like the Ready Player One you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you like for somebody that can't hear or can't see, like I guess any disability, would it like just is
I'm
it
sure there could
triggering
be-
something inside their brain?
So
I'm sure there could be a
technology.
technology because there kind of already is with hearing
Basically,
aids
how are
and
you
stuff
hitting
like
those
that.
It would
senses.
have to be sending images into your brain. It would have to be able to do that, so your brain would be able to understand what these images are looking like.
Oh man,
but-
because it's not using your actual eyes.
Yeah,
it's like
it wouldn't be
using
using your actual eyes,
which
using your brain.
I think that could work. It really could work because they're not using your eyes, which are the thing that's holding you back. I mean, it's
it would be different than just some random like normal everyday person like us hooking in and doing it because it'd be instant,
yeah.
But somebody that's blind, I think it'd be much more of a process where they'd have to essentially teach their brain what things look like through this
Through the game.
technology. Yeah.
Maybe it'd be a lot easier if, because what if you taught like kids like that, like disabled kids, you taught them like that through that? That'd
Yeah.
be crazy. But if someone like, let's say someone goes 30 years and then they go blind,
Yeah, at that point,
That
I
would
think
be
it'd be
a
a lot
lot
easier.
easier.
Yeah, it'd
But
be
if
a lot.
you had to
would have
teach
like,
someone
teach
that
your
way,
brain to do it,
that'd
but
be hard.
teaching your brain to like know what images look like, unless it gets to the point where sending data to a brain is basically like sending a file over a flash drive or something like that.
Oh gosh.
I guess like what you see in Cyberpunk, for
Yeah.
example. If it gets to that point, then it'd be a lot easier. But it's still, I
Well,
think
it's-
it'd be a lot harder though if they're
It's,
blind.
it's almost like it's just what our brains are doing, like between like all of our senses. We're
exactly
just
yeah,
sending like
yeah.
just it's almost like a file. It's like you're just
Yeah.
sending that between all the different. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, once they can figure out how to get a computer to send a file to a brain and you can view the picture, whatever it is, then that's when they'll be able to potentially get blind people to see in that way.
Jeez.
I mean, Elon Musk is working on something. I think that's what it does, called the
Yeah, the
Neuralink.
neuroscience stuff, yeah. He is doing neuroscience. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something along those lines.
Yeah, I think he was on JRE. He was talking about the benefits of it, of what the Neuralink could do, and I think he was talking about like people that were disabled. I don't know if it necessarily fixes them, but it definitely benefits them. I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched it, but he talked about like the pros of doing the Neuralink. But that's what this reminded me of.
Yeah.
Being able to tap into people's senses, or maybe it's not their senses, but you're kind of bypassing the senses and just going directly to the brain. Because like Zay said, that's all your eyes and ears do.
it'd be like simulating senses to the brain. It'd be giving them their own senses because they don't have a way to acquire the senses.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'd like that. I mean,
You would if you couldn't see or hear.
You would have to have trustworthy people, because like you could use that to like trick. I mean, you could use that to trick someone into like thinking. I don't know, because like how far? Because if your body, like you're just shutting your body down. Like what if you're using that technology for like bad things instead of just like showing a blind person how to see? Like what if you use it to teach them things, or like and then that's like their mindset, and you slowly like kind of change their way of thinking. Because like if you're tapping into their brain that far, like who's to say how far the limits are with that?
Yeah, but I mean, like teaching a regular blind person to see, like obviously most of their senses, as far as seeing goes, comes from touching and hearing. Like somebody touches a door and you call it a window, they're blind, they're like, okay, this is a door, but it's actually a window. Like, yeah, you could frick with them that way too.
Yeah. See, the idea of like just sitting down and in like a chair, or like just being strapped down, or almost just giving yourself up and then letting the VR self take over. That is wild to me. I don't know if I'd ever want to do that.
Have somebody else in game teaching you what's going on too, or at least verify what you're looking at or hearing.
I feel like it'd be AI.
Yeah, it'd have
We're
to
at the
be,
point
right?
where we can do that stuff. It'd all just be robots.
But I
Your
mean,
own
yeah, I
tutorial.
mean, I guess as far as like what Zay's going, I feel like it'd be a lot more reassuring knowing that your mom was right there next to you.
Oh
in the
yeah,
game,
yeah. Sure, that's true.
saying like, okay, yeah, this is what the AI says it is.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah,
But I mean, it could also be like a 80-year-old person like wanting to live out. What if like you could go back and live out your memories? So
That
like
would
you
be-
go
that
back
would be
70
cool.
years or like 60 years to like your 20s or like your high school days, and you're like, dude, like I'm 80 right now. I can't even like
Can't even
imagine
walk.
like someone that's 80 now, like with all the technology we have, and then put them back to like their 20s to like where they were in their day. It's like, I think our age is like probably the biggest advancements of like everything, like technology, just almost everything. And like imagine going back into like your high school days as like an 80-year-old, 90-year-old, like, ugh, dude, like you can't even fathom what the world's gonna be like, but you know, because you're going back to your old self, and then like you're living out those days. That'd be, I think, in a way, I think everyone would want to do that. That'd be so sick to go
I
back.
don't think you'd be able to relive them. I think it would just be watching them. I don't think you'd be able to
But what
relive them.
what if you have that technology? What if you got to the point of like you tap into wherever your memories are in your brain, and you can like go back to almost make it feel so lifelike? Because like you're in VR, like who's to say you can't?
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to. The thing is, though, you,
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be able
able
to
to
alter
alter
them.
them. Yeah.
Oh, not alter. No, like
Are you-
just
it would
live
just be
live
watching
through
them.
them again.
Would it be like an FPS, like this point of view, like just kind of watching?
What
like
if
a movie?
what if you could go back and just live? You feel like you're living it again.
I wouldn't call it living
you're
it.
almost-
It'd just be watching it. You're just watching it through your own eyes at that point. You're not living
But if
through
you
it.
could
but
sensually feel it,
but
all,
it feels
though.
it feels
Oh yeah,
so real.
sure.
Like,
you could call it living it.
like I'm
but-
thinking about being 80 and going back to like a
Yeah,
specific
I
like
understand what you're
like a
talking
sports
about.
event, like a
I
basketball game or
understand.
something.
I understand, but that's not.
But it
That's
doesn't
not
feel like
living it again.
let's say it doesn't feel like you're watching it though. Like it feels like you're actually living through it again.
Yeah,
But
sure.
you wouldn't be
it's
able
just
to
watching it.
You
Oh
wouldn't
no,
be
you're
able
not.
to alter what
That's,
happens.
I mean, it's just a
Alter it,
memory.
You're
It's
just watching
just a
it.
memory.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what if you could?
You
'Cause it-
couldn't alter it because
But no, but it's VR. It's VR. What if
matter.
what if you could go in? It's your memory bank. It's just like it's almost your playground. Like what if you could go back and change things?
That's not how it works.
And then
though,
it
because
plays
it only
out.
goes so far. Your memory can only go so far. So like your memory.
But what if you're going back and creating new memories,
That's not what
branching off from like
but-
original ones?
I
See,
know, but this is you don't know. You don't understand what the.
There's
the
no
limit is.
limitations, Cole.
There is a limitation.
No, there's no limit with
The
this.
limitation would be your memory not knowing what is behind. So say you have a door right here, okay?
Yeah.
You never open this door ever again. You get to 80 years old. You go back to this moment right now, 20 or when you're 20, whatever.
Let's say you play out another life.
You go, man,
let's say you
what
open
was
that
behind
door.
You try to open the door. You open the door. It's nothing. You won't see anything because you never saw what was back there.
But
Because you
what if-
never wouldn't know.
But what if you just
but
played
what if
it
it
out?
was
I'm
like-
just saying, what if you played it out? You lived
I
that
don't
life.
think you could.
You made that decision. You talked to that person. You went there, and then you just played a whole different life. You live a whole different
couldn't.
life. And it's just like Rick and Morty, that episode of
I know exactly the video game.
yeah, it's where the life simulator, like where Morty
That's a
lives out a
simulator.
life.
That's not a memory.
It's a memory. It's a memory. I mean, it's
Listen,
almost
that's
like a
like-
memory of
that
a
is supposed
person.
to
It
be
feels
true.
so lifelike.
No, but
You
your
see what I'm
brain,
saying,
your
Sky?
brain can't create those.
So this is what came to my mind, is I know exactly what you're talking about. What if you were able to take a specific memory and turn it into a level?
I know. Okay,
Into
let me rephrase this. I understand 100% what you're saying. I'm saying it won't work. That's what I'm arguing.
I don't think
understand what you're saying.
any of this would work. I don't.
No. I know. Theoretically, I don't think that would work specifically.
But Cole, it's a theoretic situation.
I don't
so
think
like,
you'd be
who's
able
to
to
say
change
what
it.
would and what wouldn't work? Because
I'm
I
saying-
don't know for a
I
fact if
think-
anything would work.
True, sure. I don't either. But I'm saying I don't think my theory is I don't think you could edit your memory to change what you would do in your life.
But
because
let's say
you don't know what happened.
It's
You
a
don't-
sandbox. It's just you're not editing
that's
it.
a
You're
video
using the
game.
technology that you're given. Like you're tricking your brain. What if it's like going back to the thing of like you like a blind person, you're teaching them all these things like you don't like you're just teaching yourself all these things. It's almost like you're teaching yourself a new memory.
But it goes back to what I was saying with the door thing. You can't create a new memory because you open the door, there's nothing there. There was nothing there because you never saw it was there. So you can't go try to live another life because you never knew what the other life would be. Your memory wouldn't be able to make it.
But I feel like you could almost like create it's almost just a simulation. It's almost like a
Yeah,
like a
but that's
decision
not,
making.
That's not your memory
In
at all.
decision making, you just I know, but it's based on your memory, and then you manipulate it to like think you're living a different life, and then it's not.
I guess that's the only way. But going back and like manipulating
like,
your
no.
memory like that, I don't think it would work
not
like
it's
that.
not like you're creating like a new like it's not you never lived it, so it can't be a memory, but like you're just creating a different reality almost, if that makes any sense.
So-
Yeah, I
it doesn't make
understand
any
that,
sense
yeah.
anyway, but
oh,
like
I understand. What
but
you're
I think with
talking.
that technology, if you went back that far, who's to say like what you could and couldn't do?
Well, see, in my head, when I envision this, because I'm totally on Cole's side with I don't think you could alter a memory, but I also see what you're saying
Oh,
is
I-
it would be like projecting. It's like taking a memory and projecting it as like a mission on Halo, and you can go
Yes,
through and you could play out that memory however you decide.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is you would have to have assistance with it. Your memory could not do that because your memory doesn't know that. You would have to have an assistance from a pseudo video game that you're playing in your brain. But the thing is like, obviously we're talking about crazy technology at this point, but the technology would have to be 10 years than what you're even thinking would have to be to simulate what could potentially happen.
Yeah, and I see what you mean, because it's like, imagine that there's a straight line already drawn. Like, well, it doesn't even have to be straight, but this is the path that you took at this specific memory, and your brain only knows
It
that
only
you
knows
took
that,
this
yes.
specific path. So I totally get what
to
you're
get this
saying.
other specific path, you would have to have computers that are able to produce images,
but if you
produce stories, produce characters, produce dialogue.
but if you somehow if you had the power to input all of those different things, all those different like I guess it's at that point it's almost just like they're just different variables
AI,
almost. It's like
what it
Y,
is.
X. It's like
That
these
AI would be
people.
nuts.
what it is, it's
Like,
it's
but
AI
what if it tapped into
making
your
a video
brain?
game instantly, and that's not going to happen. That's what I'm saying. AI cannot do that, and unless it's like so. What, who knows? 1,000 years, 2,000 years in the future, everyone on the Earth is long dead, far dead. There's no way you'd have to get that far into the future. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't theoretically get an AI to produce something. So because we're Cyberpunk's, the big thing. Let's talk about that. That game took 8 years to make, and look at the state it's in. And that took hundreds of people to make that.
But we're
and
so
AI
limited
would
right
have to
now.
do that instantly.
But we're so limited
I'm
right
just
now.
saying the technology
I
has to
s-
be phenomenally farther ahead than
Yeah,
we
and
ever are
I think
thinking.
I think at one point it will be. So who knows? Like if we'll be able to go back and live like that'd be crazy because I'll have to tap into your brain. But
we won't.
Yeah.
None of us.
oh
ever
yeah,
will.
yeah. I know. I don't think we ever will. But
I
I just
think-
wonder if there's ever gonna be something like that.
I probably, sure.
If
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if we live like the human race in general, if we live that long, I feel like there could be something similar to that. If someone wants to create
like
it,
4,000 could do it. Probably.
I think if someone wants to create that,
not 4,000. The year like 3,000.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't even know if it's that far. I don't even know if it's that far
I
ahead.
think it is.
You have to look at
Well,
how
it's
much.
only 2020.
You have to look at how much the human race has evolved over the last 100 years. Like take the last decade, or not the last decade. Let's say
I understand.
let's say like
too.
the
So
40
the
years,
70s or
40
80s.
years,
You think
40 years
could
even.
do it?
No, I'm saying 40, like from the 80s to now. Like in the 80s, like it's just
Okay, so
some of the stuff that we have today wasn't even like you can't even.
what
This
year?
doesn't even
What year?
exist.
I
Doesn't
understand.
even exist.
I understand. You can't fathom anything that's gonna happen in the future. What year do you think could this theoretically happen in? What year do you think?
If humans don't burn the world
Say
alive,
it works. Say it's just the same. We continue to progress. What year?
somehow
do
the
you
world survives another like
Sure,
a long
yeah.
time. Okay.
think, what year?
I mean I could see it happening within the next 200 to 300 years.
Okay. Do you have an idea?
So
Sky?
what? Like
I
two,
don't-
two,
I don't know the rate at which technology.
2300.
My dumb brain
well,
doesn't know.
so let's say 2300. That's like less than 200 years, or less than 300, but
Yeah.
like 2300. I think by that time, with the rate that we're going at now, I think we could.
I think it'd be the year 3000-ish. I think it's so hard to even fathom what this AI could even do.
Or how
we
it would
don't
even come to
see
be.
AI like this.
How it
in,
would come to be.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that.
We don't even see AI like this in sci-fi movies. That's what I'm saying. Like this AI.
Oh, I don't
is
think it's
so
even
beyond
been thought up.
even
I don't think it's
sci-fi.
been thought up. I don't think that idea has been thought up. But
Well, I feel like we also we don't get to see the super advanced AI that people are actually working on.
oh yeah, we don't.
They have AI that's nuts. Quantum computers are nuts. Like they
I
said,
feel like
a
there's a
quantum
lot of
computer
stuff we
can
don't know.
compute-
Yeah, we don't know about, of course, but
Yeah, you'd have to look up. Like I've looked into quantum computers once, and it is insane how fast those things can compute or information. It's nuts. Like a quantum computer is like light years ahead of a regular computer, and regular computers are nuts as far as what they can process.
So one of the examples I could think of, we're probably gonna wrap up here soon, I imagine. But one of the examples I imagined of was in a show called The Orville. It's
I think I've
basically
heard of that.
it's like a Star Trek ripoff by Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane, so it's funny. But anyway, in that show, they have a simulation thing where they can simulate any event, basically like what we're talking, and you can play it out any way. But basically, those any ways you play it out are very like specific. You know, they're gonna like it's almost like it has them pre-programmed to do it.
yeah,
but that's the closest I could think of in a sci-fi that has what we're talking about.
and you wouldn't know like in a way like you wouldn't know because I mean no one knows how your life would have turned out if you would have chose to do this instead of that.
yeah,
So like in a way it's almost like playing a guessing game. Like it
it's a
doesn't.
simulation.
I mean
yeah.
it just doesn't know. Of course you can't know for a fact how it'll turn out, but
exactly.
like just to toy with that idea like that is.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
yeah.
that's
That's-
crazy.
I
I think
understand
that's
what you're talking
doable.
about.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's doable.
And it would just be simulation stuff like that at that point.
Yeah.
Which I think would be nuts, though. Like, just
Which-
take a
which-
situation of like you're going to go like you have a memory of you talking to this girl specifically, and it's like, oh, this was the girl you married, and you went and had a great life. That was what you actually did. But now in your memory, you want to go back and instead of talking to Maggie, you want to go talk to blah blah blah, or let's say the conversation
Susie.
went bad. Susie,
Or
yeah, whatever.
Darren.
That AI is going to have to simulate what the hell like didn't happen. It has to
Exactly,
come up
yeah.
with that.
It has to compute like what could happen.
Yeah,
what
but it
could
also
have
has to
happened.
continue to compute whatever you're going to do because it didn't
Exactly.
exist. So it's like,
That's what I'm
Which
saying.
is
Like
cool.
this AI would be
Which is
phenomenal.
cool.
I think this AI would rule the world. We would
Oh
be
yeah,
just,
we wouldn't be for reals, man. Like, oh man.
bro. What if this AI theoretically existed and it just like shut everybody down? It's like, you know what? If I can simulate all this, I don't want these people ruining the earth. Let's just
Okay,
put
I
them
mean,
all to sleep.
I mean, let's put them all in a pod
Infinite
and they-
Tsukuyomi.
let's put them
That's
all
what
in
it is.
let's put them all in a pod and make them think that they're living out their
That's
best
it,
life.
dude. Infinite
Bro,
That's
Tsukuyomi.
literally what it
And
is.
then-
You're in a chair and you're
and-
locked in. You have no idea what's going
and then
on.
Yeah.
mind blown. What if that's us right now? How the F would you know? Dude,
Oh,
what's crazy
man.
is listening to Elon Musk talk about this simulation is so scary. Like when people
Does
always
he
ask
believe
him,
it wholeheartedly?
No. They ask him. They say, "So do you believe in a simulation?" And he says, "I think it's like a 1 in whatever chance of it being a simulation because he's in the AI world and understands how AI works and how far it's advancing." So anyway, if you guys are interested, you should go listen to Elon Musk talk about AI and talk about if the world we live in is a simulation. Really interesting. He's a very smart guy and has a really cool take on it. Do I believe it's a simulation?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
We are simulated people. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool. It's interesting. I wish I knew more about AI, but I don't understand how computers work. So, F me.
Well, that's the show, everybody. Thank you guys for listening to us ramble on about this. It's been fun.
Wait, what other? Never mind. You
Yeah,
probably
we're
wanna
not.
save
We're
'em.
no, we're
Probably wanna
done.
Save them.
I'm saving them.
Mhm.
Did other questions were they as deep?
I had
as
one that
those?
could have been pretty deep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you guys for listening
What's
to
funny-
episode 99.
Well, maybe I'll just think about how that could have played out in my mind.
I was gonna say what's funny is that like that wasn't even the question. It was just about MMOs. Remember, it started as
Oh,
MMOs, and
true.
we just kept building on.
Shoot,
But yeah, thank you
Well,
guys for listening.
it's the name of the pod.
If you liked it, subscribe.
Yeah, get us to 1,000. Our goal is to hit
Dude, it's fine, you're good.
1,000 before the end of the year.
Before Christmas.
Well, we're at, as of the filming of this,
Get us
we were
a
at
nice
90.
Hanukkah
We were at
present
906.
by getting us to 1,000, please.
We hit 900, so that's a win.
We're gonna be.
I mean, last night we weren't even at 900. I think just today we've gained. Yeah.
I think over 10 today. I'd have to look at our analytics, but
Oh,
thank you
we're
guys.
So
We
close.
appreciate it. This is gonna be the last episode for probably 2 to 3 weeks, depending on when everything gets back. So episode 100 will be a banger. Thayne will be back.
He'll be back. He'll be able to hear the whole exclusive story from Thayne.
Yeah, so the camera will be zoomed out, and you'll be able to see this chair again in frame.
Yeah, I missed that guy.
Joke's on you. Thane's been here the whole time. He just
We
He
just
did-
cropped him out.
yeah.
He doesn't talk because he's got his, wired up shut and stuff. Could you
Rip.
imagine if he was just there and we cut him out of the frame every time?
He's just like, yeah, I'm just here to hang out.
That'd be sad. Dude, he wouldn't hang out. He would.
No. He's just reading it on manga.
He
He
would
I
even
don't think
hang out
Thayne.
here.
I don't
He's
think
just
Thayne would
reading
sit
manga.
here and not say
He-
something though.
Yeah, he would try. That's
He
for
would
sure.
try to
yeah,
say
yeah.
something.
Especially about what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd be trying to do that.
Or what? Maybe I'll just think about what Thing could have said or would have said. I'll just think about that. Play on that one.
He would have said, "Anime titties."
Yeah, you gotta ask him. Finish. Come on, dude. You're a grown boy. Come on.
He's like,
Say something
he's like-
grown up.
he's like,
Yeah. Big penis.
but thank you guys again. Check out our merch. We got some Chris's merch up on the store. We talked about it earlier. It's only there till January 7th. Then it's gone forever.
Yeah. Then we're gonna work on some other cool designs too.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I've had some ideas. I'll have to spitball them. Can I just chew them up, go and throw them up in your mouth, and you'll?
Please don't do that.
Mama bird to baby bird.
I'm not
Mama
that
bird to baby
hungry,
bird.
mommy
Shh,
bird.
come in.
Come in. Guys, go watch our end of the year video too. It was really fun.
It was
a lot of fun
blast.
to film, to write.
It was hilarious.
Cole
to film.
edited it.
It was fun to edit.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'll just give you guys a little tidbit. We used a sword as a microphone. So if that doesn't get your wheelies wet and want to go watch it, then I don't know what does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a psychopath
It's
if you
quite
don't want to.
sharp. Someone lost an ear. And it wasn't me.
Could have been me. Am I wearing prosthetics?
Who knows? Find out by watching the video.
Is Sky a simp? Find out.
Oh, we can't
we're-
say.
we're-
I
no,
guess
we're
we're
okay.
not
It's on
Twitch.
YouTube.
We're
We're
on
okay to
YouTube.
say it on
We're okay.
YouTube.
Little bit.
That's funny. I should have brought that up.
Yeah.
That'd have been a funny
What
freaking
if
topic.
simp becomes like it comes all the way back to like chivalrous? So if you're a simp, it's like hell yeah, that's
Respectful.
respectful. That's a good guy.
Yeah, like that's a good community leader.
Yeah,
He's a
it's like,
simp.
You're a simp, man. He treats women great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He owns a great hardware store. He's a great guy.
Wait, so did they also like ban White Knight? Like, can you
Oh, yeah, you can say that.
Oh yeah, White Knight's fine,
Yeah, you can say
guy.
that.
Don't worry about that one.
What's the difference between a white knight and a simp?
It's the same thing. It's different names.
So dumb.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one when Thayne comes back, episode 100 in about 2 or 3 weeks or whatever
Keep
it
going
is.
high. Keep going higher. Keep going higher.
And it's gonna be even better. Just keep checking it out. And as always, keep it rad. Bye, everybody.